And I don't look at this in terms of the way he does. Blue states and red states. They're all the United States.
This was a central point of former Vice President Biden's performance during the final debate, and he hit it several times. Now let's look at the other highlights from the debate. President Trump's main theme of the night was that Biden is a Washington insider and a politician willing to be influenced by special interests and foreign powers. Let's look at Trump making these points.
You're the one that takes all the money from Wall Street. I don't take it.
I haven't.
You have raised a lot of money, tremendous amounts of money. And every time you raise money, deals are made, Joe. I could raise so much more money. As president and as somebody that knows most of those people, I could call the heads of Wall Street, the heads of every company in America. I would blow away every record, but I don't want to do that because it puts me in a bad position. You shouldn't be bringing up Wall Street. He is the vice president of the United States, and his son, his brother, and his other brother are getting rich. They're like a vacuum cleaner. They're sucking up money every
President Trump,
place
thank
he
you.
goes.
We do
Not
need to
true.
move on.
On the issue of immigration and separation of children from their parents, Biden attacked Trump's record, while Trump blamed the Obama administration and Biden for some of these policies.
These 500 plus kids came with parents. They separated them at the border to make it a disincentive to come to begin with. They real tough. We're really strong. And guess what? They cannot, it's not coyotes didn't bring them over. Their parents were with them. They got separated from their parents. And it makes us a laughing stock and violates every notion of who we are as a nation.
Let me ask you a follow-up
Kristen,
question.
they did it. We changed the policy.
Your response
they
to that?
They did it. We changed.
did not
They built the
separate
cages.
They,
Who built the cages, Joe?
let's talk about what
Who
we're
built the
talking about.
cages,
Let's
Joe?
talk about
Biden's message of the night was one of unification from the perspective of a working-class family, as opposed to Trump's privileged upbringing. Here he is addressing a question about minorities and working-class families that live near energy producers disproportionately getting cancer and other illnesses.
My response is that those people live on what they call fence lines. He doesn't understand this. They live near chemical plants that in fact pollute, chemical plants and oil plants and refineries that pollute. I used to live near that when I was growing up in Claymont, Delaware. And all the more oil refineries in Marcus Hook and the Delaware River than there is any place, including in Houston at the time. When my mom get in the car and when there were first frost to drive me to school, turn in the windshield wiper, there'd be oil slick in the window. That's why so many people in my state were dying and getting cancer. The fact is those frontline communities, it doesn't matter what you're paying them, it matters how you keep them safe. What do? And you impose restrictions on the pollutants the pollutants coming out of those fence line communities.
There you have it, a far closer debate than the first one. Trump may have picked up some votes, but will it be enough to win in 10 days' time? I guess we'll have to wait and see.